Hey, buddy, Pete Meier, Motor Age Magazine. We've used products like ALLDATA as a service information source in our shops for a long time. Very good, very worthwhile piece of service information that makes fixing cars a lot easier than it would be without it, that's for sure. But how cool would it be if you could actually get in there and hook that system up directly to a car and have everything go right for just that car and just all kinds of stuff that ALLDATA is coming out now with a product called ALLDATA Mobile. And tell us about it is ALLDATA's Paul Marshall. Paul, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Pete. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to talk to us about ALLDATA Mobile.
Well, I mean, when your folks contacted me and explained it to me, and I had a chance to take a look at it, I thought the idea behind it was really, really cool. But rather than me trying to explain it all, since I'm the neophyte here, I'm going to turn it over to your expertise, and why don't you tell us about the product?
Oh, thank you, Pete. Here at ALLDATA, it's very important for us to be able to leverage new technology and offer it up to our customer base to increase their labor or increase their bay volumes and shorten their labor times. Early on with ALLDATA, it was our big push to first get into digital information. Then when CDs came out, CD technology started to proliferate, to leverage CD technology in the repair bays, then DVDs. And when the internet came out, it was important to us to be able to serve up this valuable repair information, leveraging the internet. And when we first saw tablet touchscreen technology come out and app technology to the marketplace, we wanted to jump on it immediately and really add a layer of functionality to ALLDATA information that's really never been done before. So now we're able to serve up our repair information within a tablet setting and add that layer of OBD2 functionality. Right now it's only OBD2 functionality on top of our repair information.
Well, I mean, I remember the days of the CDs, the updates that came out, I think, quarterly, your new packet of CDs. And, of course, in the online service, like you said, we have the desktop that was usually assigned to multiple techs. We had the one workstation, and we all had to wait in line in order to look up what we wanted. We go back to the car, and then we figured there was something else we needed to know, so we had to go back and get in line. This changes that whole game, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. When tablets came out and, years of being in the business, serving up solutions for laptops and PCs, the president, Jeff Lagas, saw tablets in use when they first came out. He says, we have to be on that device. And that pretty much kicked off the project from there. And that was about 3 or 4 years ago. Now, you can have multiple tablets within the shop setting. They're easily moved about the shop. And now you can have functionality that's outside of just a browser.
Well, I mean, and everybody who's got a desktop site nowadays has made their product mobile friendly, if you want to call it that. I mean, usually it's like a mobile site or a scaled down version so that you can see it on your tablet or smartphone, whatever. But this is really even more than that, isn't it? I mean, this is actually able to be connected to the vehicle, and then the information populated rather than having to add all that stuff in yourself. It does that automatically for you, right?
Absolutely. It was our primary goal to build out a solution that was not a tablet-enabled website, that is a true app. It does operate on a platform that could operate on different tablets, per se an iPad and also a soon-to-be-released Surface, and it'd be the same app running on all three and able to add that layer of functionality to communicate to the vehicle through the OBD2 port.
Is there something that, can you show us some screenshots from how this product works?
Absolutely. What you see right now is actually the main screen of ALLDATA Mobile. I'm not connected to a vehicle right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to a simulator that's sitting on my desk. It's a thin simulator. It doesn't represent all the data that comes from a vehicle, but it'll give us give you the idea of the functionality. Now, what you see is manually selected car. We're not connected to a vehicle, but to connect to a vehicle's OBD2 port wirelessly utilizing a Bluetooth adapter, you just select the OBD2 button, and what you see right now is 2 devices in a repair bay. This is actually the device or the app is configured to connect to 2 different devices. I got 2 different devices, one in repair bay 1 in repair bay 2. Right now, I have a device plugged in the device, or the simulator is repair bay 2. You just select repair bay 2, and it's going to connect. Give it a little chance to warm up. And this is actually a pretty important piece of functionality we built into this. Not all vehicles support VIN. It's pretty spotty between 2004 and 2008. There's a layer of functionality where you connect to the vehicle, a VIN is not supported. All you have to do is select the barcode scanner. It'll translate the VIN for you.
Awesome. Well, I can see where that would come in really handy too for a guy at the front counter if he wanted to do a quick scan.
Exactly. One of the primary goals here at ALLDATA for ALLDATA Mobile is every single little opportunity of functionality we could add to this to save time for the technician or the service writer, we're going to add it. And this is features on top of just diagnostic features. But for the diagnostics, if you look on the screen, you can see the connection icon represents all the diagnostic functions that we have right now. But one of the great features of this is if you select vehicle DTCs and scan for DTCs, right now there isn't any, but I'm going to hit the simulator and generate some DTCs. You can see that P0300 is a lighter shade blue. All you have to do is select it now. It'll go right into the ALLDATA diagnostic flow chart specifically for P0300. So this is another example of incrementally shortening time spent accessing repair information to repair that car.
Now, Paul, let me ask you a question. I mean, so you're using an OBD2 dongle similar to, I think, Progressive's little insurance device, right? This little OBD2 dongle that you're installing in the DLC, and I see this obviously has some scan tool functionality because it's reading the codes. And I know it's a fairly new product, but I got to ask: is this currently able to access only the global OBD2 codes, or is any enhanced capability to access more manufacturer-specific information?
Well, currently we're just at OBD2 basic, and we had to start somewhere to build out our platform.
Sure.
You know, just for basic vehicle communications, VCOM, building up a basic VCOM layer, being able to access specific PID information and mode information within a single software set deployed to multiple devices. From here, we're going to start adding those enhanced features within this platform. So it's going to be incrementally, not a major rollout. So our users will see, like a good example is the ability to access ABS or airbags specifically for collision customers.
Sure.
We'll roll that out incrementally based on manufacturer, and slowly over time, we're going to build out this to be a robust tool.
Yeah, well, I mean, considering that the majority of codes that the guys are dealing with in the base are, the OBD2 standard codes, those are the most common. I mean, certainly that's a great place to start. Makes life a lot easier. But what about the other OBD2 functionalities like accessing freeze frame or clearing codes? Is any of that part of this product, or do they still have to rely on their standard code tools to do that?
No, here, let me show you. This is actually a pretty cool feature. Part of ALLDATA Mobile is the ability to save all this diagnostic history, including in freeze frame, within a centralized database tied to VIN. That means that if you ever connect to that car in the future, if that car comes back to your shop, you could plug in, hit the history tab, and see what the activity was in the past. For this example, we're going to go ahead and clear the codes. We're going to confirm it. Now the codes have been cleared, but what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the vehicle DTC history, and it's going to pull it up, and we're going to be able to see all that activity we just cleared out. Wi-Fi connection pops up. Okay, there we go. Now what you can see on the screen is all the codes that I just read, that P0, 100, 200, 300,
Right.
600. And again, these are not valid codes. I'm connected to a simulator. These are just test codes.
Well, no, I can see that really comes into play for, I mean, if you have multiple techs in the shop and the customer's coming back with a complaint, check engine light is on again, for example, they can pull what's current, and then they compare it to what it's been for in the past, and they never have to go anywhere from the front seat of the car. It's right there in their hands. So that's a great tool. That's a great concept. And we haven't even gotten to getting into the service information yet, and this is already saving you guys a lot of time. So yeah, please proceed.
Yes, so it timestamped all the code series. It timestamped when the code was cleared. And also to address your question about freeze frame, right now there's no active freeze frame because of we cleared the codes.
Sure, but there's the monitor status. That's great information to have.
Yeah, we include that also. Here's the history.
So generally, it's all the standard global OBD2 requirement modes. It looks like are included.
Yes, what we did is we kind of basically went through the J1979 standard and met those requirements as much as possible. We're actually pretty robust. The sensor
looks like it.
Yeah, the sensor information. Right now, the list is relatively short because the list, the PID list, is responsive to whatever the vehicle supports.
Right, sure.
Yeah, the simulator only supports a few, so it's only listing a few.
Well, again, for a diagnostic drivability tech standpoint, I mean, all of those PIDs that you get, you know, the fuel trim, open, closed loop, engine temperature, that type of thing, you know, that's all pretty standard. I think we're all, as the techs, we're all used to that part of it. But again, to have this built into that platform is a unique marriage, you know, between basic scan tool coverage and an excellent service information platform in one unit. That's very cool.
Excellent. Yeah, and also with the freeze frame information, if there's an article, a diagnostic article associated with that freeze frame information, all you have to do is click View DTC article, and you'll go right directly into the flowchart. Now, it's been a primary goal, many primary goals for this product line, is whatever data is coming from a vehicle and we have data to match it within our database, we're going to join the two. Right now, we're starting with the DTC activity and linking directly to articles, but we're going to be adding features like mileage capture, then going directly into the service or the maintenance information. Whenever opportunity there is for our data to marry with data coming from the vehicle, we're going to do it.
Wow. Yeah, again, I can see where service providers would like that, being able to hook up by mileage and having a list of recommended services pop up would be pretty awesome. And I know that in a lot of states, it's, you know, you can't recommend anything that isn't recommended by the OE. So having that tied there and being able to show that customer that is very powerful.
Yeah, I totally agree, Pete. I totally agree. Now, one of the little features that we've added to this platform that is different than the browser-based product is we enhance the search features for the repair information. So to search in, you just select the magnifying glass on the top toolbar, type in your component that you're looking for, now all the search returns that are generated from any search activity is grouped by the information type that it represents. So now that you can look at all the articles tied to fuel pump with service and repair grouped together, parts and labor, and description of operation, diagrams, and also
Wow.
So it makes it a lot easier for technicians to utilize this product and find the information they're looking for, shortening the time.
Sure, and again, it's geared to the car that you either have the dongle attached to or that you scan the VIN for. So you're not having to plug all that information in by hand, and you're not going to make any mistakes because you put in the wrong code. You know, it's coming straight from the vehicle.
Exactly. We also added the bookmarking feature, just like in Repair Online. You just select the little icon to the right, the bookmark for future reference, hit save, and it's stored within the top menu item for future reference. I just want to show you when we did here, specifically for this tablet, and right now it's only available on the tablet, is if you look on the screen, you can see how we totally redesigned the ALLDATA information to fit into a grid format, and a grid format is touch screen friendly. You have all your systems listed to the left here. Then whatever information types that are available for a system, subsystem, or already down to component, they're represented by little icons, and they'll appear and disappear as information is available or not available for that specific area. Just makes it that much easier to navigate.
Wow.
And for example, let's go take a look at powertrain management. We'll go look at that same fuel location. And just navigate in very seamlessly. As you can see, we're in the fuel pump section now. That top row, where it says fuel pump, to the right is all the information types that are available for that fuel pump, easily selectable. We just go into locations, and we now know where that pump is.
Very good. Very interesting. Yeah, that's very good.
And as you can see, you know, as I'm doing this demo, I'm kind of in a tight quarters here between computers behind me and my laptop in front of me. I could easily still navigate through the tablet.
Yeah, and I think it's one of the things that's made, you know, the tablet platforms increasingly popular in the shop environment. They have become even more durable than in the past, and they're relatively inexpensive to add as a piece of shop equipment. And it makes it right there point of need, you know, for the tech. Under the hood or sitting in the front seat, you can access the information, you know, that he needs. Rather than having to, why you said to do on the desktop, I'd have to print all that stuff out, print procedures, the diagrams, so I could have it with me at the car. And here I don't have to do that anymore. You know, if I have the tablet connected to the car, connected to all that, it's right. It's just right there. You know, and I can pull up what I want, what I need it, and where I need it. So that's a plus. That's a big plus.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very proud of this product line. The mobile team worked very hard to get to where we're at right now, but we're just in our first release. There's going to be more features being added as we move forward. This is definitely the platform of the future.
Awesome. Well, I know you guys are going to be showing this at Apex. That's just around the corner from us. So if those who get to watch this or see this before next week, or week after rather, by all means, come out there, check it out for yourself if you're in the area. If not, well, okay, you got little bits and pieces of it right here. I'm sure there's a whole lot more to share there. But, Paul, I got to tell you, I mean, it looks to be a very exciting new product for ALLDATA. A company that's already known for its reputation, you know, with techs as being a very reliable service provider and a very valuable resource. This is really just taking it one step further. I really appreciate you taking the time to show me what you all about the mobile product.
Yeah, and I thank you, Pete. We're definitely appreciative of your support and time spent talking about ALLDATA Mobile. Just to clarify, we're going to be at actually going to be at SEMA this year, and we welcome anybody to come by for a question. And also, I'm going to be there too, working the booth. So if anybody has any product-specific questions, I'll be there to answer them all during the week. Awesome.
And of course, guys, gals, you know, if you don't get to see it there, you always can see it over at motorage.com. All right.
Excellent.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you, Pete.